I could freestyle about it, preach about it, or go off top of the head. But today I bought my notes so I could resurrect the dead. Yeah! Greetings and blessings to my navigators of the seven seas. I am your locksmith, your symbologist, and metaphysical tour guide, Flat Archie 5000, and I'm back with another one as we navigate through the land of Pineal. Today, we're going to unlock your Solomon's Temple to decode the spider as the master architect of the universe. So as always, strap on your helmet and buckle up your spacesuit because we're on a mental voyage and we're about to take off before the walls of Jericho come crumbling down. In the tradition of entering Solomon's Temple, we must use a meditative master key to help us stay on the path of enlightenment. It is these divine words that have a literal, allegorical, and metaphysical message attached to them when understood in its proper context. So today we give honors and respect to an unknown mastermind who once said, "You are like a spider in a web of thoughts you create." Let me repeat it one more time for those of you who may have attempted to get up this morning and rush off to work in a vehicle without a steering wheel. A master navigator of the seven seas once jumped off of Noah's Ark and unapologetically declared to the world, "You are like a spider in a web of thoughts you create." Go on and meditate on that and click your heels 3 times while I ring this bell of enlightenment for that powerful meditative key of wisdom as you enter the corridors of your Solomon's Temple. Let's get to it, shall we? No time to waste. Okay, masterminds of Solomon's Temple, take note. Spiders might not be the most loved or appreciated critters on the planet, but they have always carried symbolic meanings and spiritual connotations across the globe. In many ancient cultures, spiders are associated with patience, creativity, and feminine power. They have been revered for their intricate web building abilities since time immemorial. Spiders have always had a sacred and unique space in ancient societies through legends and mythologies. Thus, in ancient Mesopotamian cultures, the spider was a symbol of great significance and was viewed in various ways by both the Sumerians and the Babylonians. The Sumerians, who lived in Mesopotamia from around 4500 to 1900 BCE, believed that spiders was a symbol of creativity and craftsmanship. In Sumerian mythology, the spider was associated with the goddess Ninsun, who was the patron deity of the city of Uruk. Ninsun was said to have created the first spider and was accredited with teaching humans the art of weaving. The spider's ability to create intricate webs was seen as a metaphor for the creativity and skill of the goddess. In Sumerian mythology, the spider was also associated with the god Enlil, who was the patron deity of the city of Nippur. Enlil was said to have created the first spider as a punishment for humanity's disobedience to the gods. The spider's ability to spin webs was seen as a reminder of humanity's own morality and fragility of life. The Babylonians, who lived in Mesopotamia from around 1834 to 539 BCE, had a similar view of the spider. They believed that the spider was a symbol of wisdom and cunning. In Babylonian mythology, the spider was associated with the goddess Ishtar, who was the patron deity of love and fertility. Ishtar was said to have created the first spider as a way to test humanity's worthiness. The spider's ability to spin webs was seen as a symbol of humanity's ability to create order and beauty out of chaos. In Babylonian mythology, the spider was also associated with the god Marduk, who was the patron deity of the city of Babylon. Marduk was said to have created the first spider as a way to defeat the monster Tiamat, who represented chaos and destruction. The spider's ability to spin webs was seen as a symbol of Marduk's power and wisdom. Both Sumerian and Babylonian cultures also saw the spider as a symbol of fertility and abundance. In both cultures, spiders were associated with agriculture and were believed to play a crucial role in maintaining the fertility of the land. The spider's ability to spin webs was seen as a symbol of humanity's ability to cultivate and harvest crops. Furthermore, Neith is an ancient Egyptian goddess who often was depicted as a woman wearing a crown or a dress and is associated with the city of Sais in the Nile Delta. She is one of the most important goddesses in ancient Egyptian religion, and her worship was widespread throughout the country. Neith is a complex and multifaceted goddess, and her connection to spiders is just one aspect of her rich mythology. In ancient Egyptian mythology, Neith is often depicted as a goddess of war, weaving, and wisdom. She is said to have created the first spider as a way to teach humanity the art of weaving. According to myth, Neith was angry with humanity because they were unable to create beautiful textiles like she did. So she created the first spider, which was said to be incredibly skilled at weaving. The spider was tasked with teaching humans how to weave, and over time, humans learned the art of weaving from the spider. The association between Neith and spiders is also reflected in the symbolism of the spider's web. In ancient Egyptian mythology, the spider web is seen as a symbol of the goddess' creative power. The web represents the intricate patterns and designs that Neith creates with her own hands, and it is said to be a reflection of her divine wisdom. The spider's ability to spin webs are both strong and beautiful is seen as a testament to Neith's power. Let's ring the bell for Neith. In ancient Greek mythology, the goddess Athena is often depicted with a spider and its web, which is a symbol of her wisdom, cunning, and strategic thinking. The spider web is seen as a metaphor for the intricate and complex networks of thought and planning that Athena uses to achieve her goals. Athena's association with the spider is rooted in the story of the goddess' birth. According to myth, Athena was born with the head of Zeus, who swallowed her pregnant mother, Metis, after learning she was carrying a child. Zeus' head became painful due to the growing fetus, and he was asked by Hephaestus, the blacksmith of the gods, to split his skull open. Thus, out of Zeus' head emerged Athena, fully grown and armed. The spider is often depicted as a symbol of Athena's birth, as it is said to have been present at the moment of her emergence from Zeus' head. The spider web is seen as a representation of the complex and intricate networks of thoughts and planning that Athena uses to achieve her goals. The spider web is also associated with Athena's role as a patron of wisdom, strategy, and war. In ancient Greek mythology, the spider is often depicted as a cunning and resourceful creature that uses its web to catch its prey. Similarly, Athena is seen as a goddess who uses her strategic thinking and cunning to outmaneuver her enemies. The spider web is also associated with Athena's role as the protector of the city of Athens. In ancient Greek mythology, the spider is often depicted as a symbol of protection and defense, as it uses its web to protect its nest and family from predators. Similarly, Athena is seen as a protector of the city of Athens, which was founded and defended against various threats. In ancient Chinese culture, the spider was viewed as a complex and multifaceted creature with both positive and negative connotations. The spider's unique characteristics, such as its ability to spin intricate webs and its predatory nature, led to a range of interpretations and symbolism. In Taoist philosophy, the spider was often seen as a symbol of the creative and destructive forces of the universe. The spider web was seen as a representation of the intricate web of life, with the spider threads representing the interconnectedness of all things. This symbolism was often used to illustrate the concept of yin and yang, where opposing forces are intertwined and interdependent. In Chinese mythology, the spider was often depicted as a wise and cunning creature, capable of outsmarting its enemies and manipulating its environment. The spider's ability to spin webs was seen as a symbol of its intelligence and resourcefulness, and it was often used as a metaphor for cleverness and strategy. In contrast, the spider's predatory nature was also viewed as a symbol of destruction and chaos. In some myths, the spider was depicted as a monster that devoured its own kind, reflecting the destructive potential of the unchecked power. This negative symbolism was often used to caution against excess and hubris. In Chinese medicine, the spider was associated with certain physical characteristics and personality traits. The spider's 8 legs were seen as a symbol of balance and harmony, reflecting the importance of balance in the body. The spider web was also associated with the concept of qi, or life energy, with the spider threads representing the flow of energy through the body. In Chinese astrology, the spider was associated with the element of wood and the direction of the east. The spider's connection to wood represented growth, creativity, and renewal, while its association with the east symbolized dawn and new beginnings. Thus, in the lodges of Freemasonry, we can bear witness to the presence of the mystical spider and its remarkable knit-weaving abilities that are associated with the tie and knot. And according to a Masonic tradition, the spider web is a metaphor for the intricate network of relationships that exist between all things in the universe. Just as the spider web is made up of countless threads that are interconnected and interdependent, so too are the threads of fate that weave together to form the fabric of reality. This web represents the complex and subtle relationships that exist between a macrocosm and a microcosm. The mystical spider itself is seen as a symbol of the creator, who weaves its web with precision and care. The spider's ability to create its web from seemingly nothing is a metaphor for the power of creation and manifestation. And its ability to repair and reweave its web is a symbol of the ongoing process of creation and evolution. Let's ring the bell for that. Furthermore, in Masonic teachings, the spider web is often seen as a representation of the 3 aspects of the divine: the Father, the Source, the Son, the creative power, and the Holy Ghost, the Spirit. The spider web is also seen as a symbol of the 3 dimensions: length, breadth, and depth, which are interconnected and interdependent. The spider web is the spider web in the context of knots or ties, which are seen as a symbol of human connection based on love and unity. The knots in the spider's web represent the ties that bind individuals together and are a reminder of one's interconnectedness with one another. In addition to these esoteric meanings, the spider web is also seen as a symbol of vigilance, caution, and preparation. The spider web is a trap that can ensnare unsuspecting prey, serving as a reminder to be mindful of one's surroundings and to be prepared for any challenges that may arise. Okay, masterminds of Solomon's Temple, take note. Let us now deep dive further into the esoteric and hermetic science of the spider by decoding the spider web, because it is here where we discover the true mysteries of its association with the mental and spiritual aspects of the divine man and woman. Thus, in Hermeticism, the spider web is often seen as a metaphor for the web of creation, representing the intricate network of connections between all things. The spider web is a masterful example of how seemingly unrelated threads can be woven together to create a cohesive and functional structure. Similarly, the universe is seen as a vast interconnected web of energies, principles, and beings. The spider web symbolizes the harmonious balance between opposing forces such as yin and yang, light and darkness, and chaos and order. Furthermore, in Hermeticism, the spider web is also associated with the 3 principles of manifestation: matter, energy, and consciousness. The threads of the web represent the 3 principles. The physical structure of the web, composed of threads and fibers, represents the material world. The tension and vibration of the threads as they vibrate between nodes and anchor points represents the dynamic energy that animates the universe. The spider's intentions and awareness as it creates and maintains the webs represents the guiding forces of consciousness that shapes reality. The spider web also embodies the duality of creation, reflecting the eternal struggle between opposing forces. The web's radial symmetry represents the balance between opposites, where each thread is both connected to and separate from others. This duality is reflected in many Hermetic teachings, such as the concept of as above, so below, microcosm and macrocosm, where opposing forces are united in harmony. Let us now navigate through the Eightfold Path, which is a fundamental principle in Hermeticism and Buddhism. The Eightfold Path is a series of interconnected principles that guides an individual's spiritual journey towards self-realization, which is based on right view, right intention, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, and right concentration. Keep in mind that the Eightfold Path is a way of understanding and integrating the principles of the universe into one's daily life. The Eightfold Path is based on the idea that the microcosm reflects the macrocosm, and that by aligning oneself with the principles of the universe, one can achieve spiritual growth, wisdom, and enlightenment. These are different levels of consciousness that can be viewed as the manifestation of the web. Let's ring the bell for that. Question: why are we discussing spiders, and what is so special about their symbolic presence within the annals of time? And how can this knowledge be of any benefit to us today? This is what the people want to know. Answer: in the realm of masterminds and in many spiritual and esoteric traditions, the spider web is seen as a symbol of the web of life, connecting all things and beings. The web represents the interconnectedness of the universe, where every thread is connected to every other, illustrating the intricate relationships between the individuals, events, and circumstances. The spider web is seen as a reminder of the delicate balance and harmony that exists in the natural world, emphasizing the importance of unity and cooperation. Thus, it is here that we tap into the Merkaba energy. The Merkaba is a mystical concept that refers to the divine vehicle or chariot that carries the divine soul or consciousness to higher realms of existence. In this context, the spider web is seen as a symbolic representation of Merkaba energy. The association between the spider web and the Merkaba energy is rooted in the symbolism and geometry of the spider's web. The spider web is an intricate network of interconnected threads that forms a complex pattern. This pattern is often seen as a representation of the intricate web of life that connects all things. The spider web is also a symbol of the interconnectedness of the universe, where every thread or strand is connected to and dependent on others. Similarly, this Merkaba energy is seen as a network of interconnected threads or dimensions that form a complex pattern. The Merkaba is believed to be a vehicle that carries the divine soul or consciousness to higher realms of existence, where it can access and experience different levels of reality. The Merkaba is often depicted as a chariot or throne with wheels or circles that represent the different dimensions or planes of existence. In this context, the spider web can be seen as a symbol of Merkaba energy, representing the interconnectedness and complexities of the universe. The threads of the spider's web can be seen as representing the different dimensions or planes of existence, while the center of the web represents the hub or center of the Merkaba. The association between the spider web and the Merkaba energy is also rooted in the idea of creation and manifestation. The spider web is often seen as a symbol of creation and manifestation, where the spider creates its own reality through its webs. Similarly, the Merkaba energy is seen as a tool for creation and manifestation, allowing individuals to access and manifest desires and intentions. Furthermore, the spider web is often associated with protection and safety, as it provides a sense of security and protection for the spider. Similarly, the Merkaba energy is seen as a protective vehicle that carries individuals to higher realms of existence, where they can experience safety and protection. In addition, the spider web is often associated with intuition and instinct, as spiders are known for their ability to sense their environment and create webs accordingly. Similarly, the Merkaba energy is seen as a tool for intuition and instinct, allowing individuals to tap into their inner wisdom and guidance. In alchemy, the spider is often associated with the concept of transformation, specifically in regards to the transformation of base metals into gold, which is respectfully known as the Philosopher's Stone. The spider's ability to spin its web from raw silk is seen as a symbol of the alchemical process of transformation, where base materials are transformed into something more valuable and precious. The spider web is often associated with the astral plane in esoteric traditions, particularly in the context of spiritualism and the occult. The association is based on several key concepts that relate to the nature of the spider web and the astral plane. One of the primary reasons for the association is the spider's ability to weave its web from a seemingly invisible substance. The spider web is a manifestation of the spider's creative energy, which is often seen as a symbol of the creative potential that resides within a human being, the astral plane. On the other hand, it is often described as a realm of energy and vibration where thoughts and emotions take on a tangible form. Let me repeat it one more time. Let me ring the bell for that. Say that one more time. The spider web is a manifestation of the spider's creative energy, which is often seen as a symbol of the creative potential that resides within the human being. The astral plane, on the other hand, is often described as a realm of energy and vibration, where thoughts and emotion take on a tangible form. In this context, the spider web can be seen as a metaphor for the way in which our thoughts and emotions can manifest in the astral plane. Just as the spider web is made up of individual strands of silk that are woven together to create a cohesive whole, our thoughts and emotions can be seen as individual threads that are woven together to create a complex tapestry of consciousness. The spider's web is also associated with the concept of the webs of illusion or karmic entanglements, which refers to the idea that our thoughts and emotions can become entangled with those of others, creating a complex web of interconnectedness. The concept is closely tied to the idea that our thoughts and emotions have a profound impact on our reality, and that our actions have consequences that ripple out into the world. In some esoteric traditions, the spider web is also seen as a symbol of the astral net or the astral matrix, which refers to the idea that there is subtle networks of energy that connects all living beings and underlies all reality. This concept is often associated with the idea of collective consciousness, where individual thoughts and emotions are woven together to create a shared reality. The spider web is also associated with the concept of dreaming or oniric experiences, which refers to the idea that our thoughts and emotions can take on a dreamlike quality in the astral plane. This concept is often linked to the idea of lucid dreaming, where one becomes aware of their own thoughts and emotions as they are manifesting in the astral plane. In addition to its association with the astral plane, the spider web is also seen as a symbol of protection, safety, and security. This concept is closely tied to the idea that our thoughts and emotions can be used to create a sense of protection and safety for ourselves and others. The spider web is often seen as a symbol of this protective energy, which can be used to ward off negative energies and maintain a sense of balance and harmony in our lives. In conclusion, the association between the spider web and the astral plane is rooted in several key concepts that relate to the nature of creation interconnectedness, and collective consciousness. The spider web is seen as a symbol of the creative potential that resides within us all, and its intricate patterns are often used to illustrate the complex relationships between our thoughts, emotions, and reality. So, as always, in Solomon's Temple, I leave you in peace with these powerful words. Unfulfilled dreams and aspirations are like spider webs and quicksand. The longer you procrastinate, the closer you get to drowning in the entanglement of the trap. Let me repeat it one more time. Unfulfilled dreams and aspirations are like spider webs and quicksand. The longer you procrastinate, the closer you get to drowning in the entanglement of the trap. Ashe, ashe, ashe.